Hey everyone, Oz here. Welcome back to Captive Industry. I'm doing a back-to-back recording. We've just finished building all of this stuff, and so these are both up and running now. These aren't really running at all. I did notice that I do get power dropouts because I've got them on balance. This one on balance, so the power drops out enough that we can't keep everything powered until they kick back in. So again, I'm not sure how it prioritizes each individual one of these, but hopefully having the two systems up and ready to spin will prevent any power outages. I'm guessing as this one drops shaft input speed, this should hopefully spin up because we've got the flywheels running. Anyway, we have the new refugees have come in, and I've repaused our beacon so that we've got a little bit of space available, and corn farming has just completed. So let's take a look at corn farming. What does it do? It gives us 45 food, but takes a fertility of 15. So even if we do the green manure, we will still need to fire a lot of fertilizer at it. So I wonder whether it would be smart to pipe fertilizer from here to here and then just switch this one completely over to corn and see what we can do with food. I don't know if we need... Yeah, see that food storage is empty. So what sort of output do you have? Are you a fluid output? Yes. And where is your input? Of course, it's all the way around here. Let's do it though. That probably... I need to go this way because excavators, right? I'll need to build a ramp. Need a ramp. Cool. One of these has it. Vehicle ramp. That will be required. And now see, they have to drive around because I've put this on ground level. So building that will enable them to drive through and not have to worry about this. These just delivering items. Cool. Oh, they're delivering that real quick. Nice having the second set of where was I going with that? The second thing. This here, the assembly. Oh my. Oh my. Brain fade there for a second. All right, so we're operating. Things are spinning. We have the ability to use 3 megawatts of power. We've got 10 workers available. How many work in a lab? 16. I would need more people. I think it's potentially time... Is that pipe in? Okay, this pipe is in. Let's change this to corn and corn. Now this is it's gonna hurt us once we hit this, because this is going to be 30% fertility in probably 6 months or whatever you want to call it. But hopefully we can pipe in the fertilizer and that will help us out. But we'll go from 30 to 90 because we're doing 2 lots of 45. So this will help with food. I may need to get more storage on the back of this. Trying to keep it empty. Maybe. Or I'm going to belt it. I'll belt it over to this. Because at least then... Is this food? Ideally I can... This doesn't have any inputs. I could belt from here to here. So, I mean, it's a little silly to do, but I could do that. And then I could also run a big long conveyor belt from like these guys all the way over. So I don't even need to move food from this farm. This could be our, here we are, 15%. So we're going to hit, it's going to take a hit, but we're going to be pumping in fertilizer as quick as possible. Assuming that I've got everything right here. On the water, is it? There we go. We're running off this guy. Plenty of water in this area. I think it's the same area though, right? It's the same one we're pulling from this on. So it still wouldn't hurt to get the pipe work up for the desal, so that we're actually keeping the brine empty. Okay, let's do that. That's our next debacle, and then yeah. All right, pipes from here. Okay, you. So close. It's fine. Let's get that pipe going so that we can keep our brine production happening. I mean, we are using the salt now. Not heaps, but we are using salt to make the glass. But making sure I have lots of water here is kind of a priority. Truck cannot deliver coal. Okay, that's cool. Storage is probably I don't know, is that something I can do? Storage 2. Was coming soon, which is a hard one. Oh. Just needs this one. Let's do that. All right, that pipes up. That will mean that we'll be flowing brine through it. Should see it flow through. I don't know where all the... Maybe it's only on a lower level that it shows. Should be coming through soon. It's basically going to drain that tank, right? Pipe itself holds 80. Here it comes. Pumping the brine back into the sea. Pulling the seawater in this side. Throwing salty water back out that side. All good. Desal up and running. Nicely done. You should start pulling a bit more water and keeping our town watered, or I guess these crop farms watered and everything as well. All right. So I do have wastewater treatment. I don't have the production of chlorine yet though. I'm not sure how chlorine's made. Assuming it's some sort of chemical. May not have unlocked chlorine production. That's just fertilizer. Yeah, I don't see chlorine. Oh, hang on. Hello. Okay. Let's not waste this, eh? Let's completely not waste this. So let's put you here. And you're going to be doing just chlorine. Okay. I want to run this a bit better. I didn't realize chlorine was there. My bad. The pipe balancer. Pop that there. Let's run pipe between here and here and there, and then from this one to there. We'll get this guy going. Chlorine will be stored in a tank, I'm assuming. So let's get a storage for chlorine. I'm assuming, yes, chlorine. You know what? I kind of want to just connect it up, but let's do that. Transports. What am I looking for? Transports is what I need. There we go. Yeah, let's get chlorine production up and running. And then I'll drop a wastewater treatment plant over here for the sewage coming out of this. We're producing 29, 30 odd sewage, and we can potentially do 60 and some sand and some chlorine and get water back from it. 40 water is decent, and we'll pump the water straight back into the tank. They can drink their own wee. All right, so we got chlorine production ready. Let's pause that pipe. So we are going to prioritize outgoing on O. I'm actually going to delete this pipe. That one. Okay. Very good. So brine is going here first. Once it's full, it'll then switch to this, which will then switch to this electrolyzer thing. Produce some chlorine, so it's still pumping into here. It's got 24. That's got 24, it's full. Is it now just filling up the pipe or something? I'll switch to this side. There we go. Okay, so we're now coming into here, producing chlorine. We should see chlorine come out through here. There it is. And excellent. We're now producing chlorine. And again, it's going to be a trucking setup here, but we need to put a wastewater treatment. Oh, I've got no sand over here either, right? Or do I? Anyway, let's build you. Which way is your inputs this side, outputs that side? On flip you. Actually, I probably don't want to flip you. It's going there. We need. Now, if we pull this thing up, water comes out here, dirt comes out here, chlorine goes in at the end. Oh no, sand goes in at the end. I'll rotate this. So sand, chlorine, and then water out this side, dirt out. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to need is I'm going to need a water pipe from here to there, right? And then I'm going to need wastewater from here to here. Probably want to build a balancer in here, don't I? Because the last thing I want is them to not have I want them to not end up with like poop everywhere. Let's build. Oh no, they just finished doing it. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Get rid of all of that stuff. They will be in just a moment. You can go into either one of these, it doesn't matter. You will go into here, and then you can make spirals, and we will be prioritizing output on X. So they're going to need to truck over sand unless I can ship it in. We are going to be pumping, see the water's full, right? So we're still going to be pushing sewage out down this pipe. But this will give us a chance to change the water, and I may even be able to switch this water over to feeding the boiler. I might be able to put a balancer in here somewhere, pump it down to here, so that we're using a lot less from this, even though this is fairly efficient, I think. Put another balancer on the water from here through a balancer. Or we just run it to the farms, right? Run it to like this farm over here. We're back at 100% thanks to the fertilizer thing. Making, look at it go down raw. Juicing like madmen. Probably need to put a tank on it. Got plenty of nitrogen. Hydrogen is now our weak spot. Oxygen's going into the air separator. Or is that? No, that's just the air separator. So, what are we outputting here? You take oxygen. You get rid of excess oxygen. So is it just hydrogen that's holding us up? It's one hydrogen, 16 nitrogen. It's not the end of the earth. Tons of nitrogen though, right? Okay, so I'm going to build a tank. Going to build a storage tank. Is this for... Yep, there it is. So let's put a storage tank in and put some pipes on it. Good, so once that's built, I'll be able to store it. I'll just delete or pause that pipe. But we have 19 months of food supply. I'm going to have to belt this. It's going to be the only way. Because it seems like they're not... There's no queue, but it seems like they're not moving stuff quick enough. Oh. Okay. So, because tankers just aren't keeping up. Let's get rid of that pipe. Get rid of the pipe there. I guess that means that really what I should probably do is pop another farm in here. And maybe get rid of this one. It wouldn't hurt that much. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can drop. I'm in here. Pipes that side. The output's on the other side, but I can belt that. Let's do this. We're going to run water from here to here. I'm going to run fertilizer from here to here. Good. And then we're going to run conveyors. Flat conveyors. Is flat conveyor food? Yes. Here we go. We're going to use some. We're going to use some rubber. All the way down. Come on. I'm going to come down to like here. And we're going to run a belt from here. Oof. I mean, that's a lot of materials, 80 and 80, but we've probably got that now. And I need 14 workers. Like exactly 14 workers. Oofed. Cool. This one gets an upgrade. And this gets turned on. Okay, hopefully we can upgrade this in time. Like this has cost me 2. Cost me 2. It should take the materials. I don't know if it's actually a freebie or not. We now have the ability to hold 660 people. So that's, yeah, I probably want to like upgrade this one and then delete this one. Otherwise we've done nothing. So if I upgraded that one, shows how much of each stock we have. So yeah, this one is kind of useless. And this one has no people. So you are now paused. I'll get my people back. They can come work over here. You are going to do the same. You're going to do corn and corn. And we are going to hope that we can keep up with the fertilizer for the 2 farms. And that these belts help move the food. Kind of not doing anything there at the moment. Need a destination for the food, so what I might do ramp here. And nice and close, because I don't want to close off that other entrance. Nice. Okay, cool. It's probably not fantastic because we still can't get things between here, but I may end up dropping this belt down and running another one of these. Or I'm going to have to move this guy. Because at the moment I could not get another excavator out of there. Okay, conveyor belt 2 is done. Let's have a bit of a look in research. Now I did say conveyor belt 2, storage 2. Okay, so it is still locked. It's a bummer. Vehicles management, maintenance 2. I mean, large trucks we sort of half researched. or greenhouses. Has 20% increased crop yield compared to the basic farm. Exhaust filtration is another thing. Filters 75% of pollutants from hot exhaust gases and converts them to more useful resources. Sure. Sure. Why not? Have you been repaired? No. Can someone repair that? It's just going to take a few iron plates. It's coal. The shipyard is meant to be kept empty. Not doing your job, people. How are we doing for bringing people in? 16 people, 14 months. I mean, I saved the problem with that one. This, I'm actually going to dump it. Yeah, I think it's the smartest move here. I'm going to delete that pipe too. All right, you are that one. You should take sewage in. Someone will hopefully deliver some sand and some chlorine to you. And I may end up doing a... If we need to stop this. May end up doing a loose storage for sand and a fluid storage for chlorine and keep them full so they can feed in. So let's look at that now. Storage, loose storage. I don't know if I will get it. No, that's cool. So let's do... No, I kind of want to do it over here. Loose storage there and a fluid storage here. This is going to be for sand. I want it kept full. This one's going to be for chlorine and I want it kept full. And then we're going to run transports, pipe from here. Not ideal. Okay, and U-shaped conveyor from here. You know what, they can go around the outside. Cool. So hopefully that will enable them to start bringing fluids and stuff over to keep this working. And then water output, I might need to drop another couple of tanks in. Or at least... Maybe I'll balance it. Maybe I balance on... Because at the moment this is full. This can handle like 120 in it. At the moment it needs an output and that one's full. And this is full because we don't need this much water over here. I mean, I could output water to the ocean. It's not going to hurt. It'd be nice if there was a way to push it back into the aquifer. I mean, water up, getting water back over here. Okay, so we've got plenty of water here in the desal. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Let's put a balancer in. Where can I put it? You know what? drop that. And we'll put the pipe balancer right there. It's going to be a little weird. We'll put it here. Because if I can... How we do? Being sand, very good. Got chlorine, very good. We just need an output. So at the moment, all the wastewater is going in the ocean still. What I would like is to balance the water coming in. I'm literally going to pause you because I want to reconfigure all of this. I want to pipe balance you these two feeds, but I especially want to pipe balance into this. Okay, so we want our two sources of water here. Then I also want the sources of water here. I want to delete all this. I think if I do that, good, I get rid of that bit. So this balancer here needs to be that water, and then let's get rid of this piece, and then we'll do pipe from here to here. Need to get rid of those pieces yet. You go down to there. Good. And then let's get rid of that. So this one is going to prioritize incoming on X. All right. Because I want to prioritize this water over these waters. And then once I get to this point, I want to prioritize the O water. I'm going to go from here to O. And I'm going to deconstruct that piece. And you will be prioritizing income O. And then I think actually, because what I can do here, let's get rid of that one. Let's do pipe from here. Okay. Nice. So this one will be pipe like that. And I actually want to bring, so that we're not just wasting stuff, if the output is full, why not take it out and pump it into the ocean? Does that make sense? Hopefully it makes sense. So we're going to prioritize water coming on the X so that we're not using this water as much as possible. We're going to prioritize the water coming from this direction so that we can reuse this water more than the stuff coming from the desal. So ideally this will be full, and maybe I'll even like upgrade this one to a number 2 so that this water is highly prioritized, and then it should push into this tank from these two lines. So incoming on O, and then we can prioritize outgoing on O. So it will always push this way first into this tank, and then hopefully, you know, into here as well as to the farm, which fingers crossed. But this should hopefully mean that a lot more sewage is treated. And if we can treat it faster than they can produce it, then even better. So that's now pushing water out. We're draining Water again. I am going to upgrade this to a Mark II so that the output is drained a lot quicker, so that there's never a chance that there's not going to be space. And then all we've got to hope is that these two are kept full properly. And then when there's no water here, it should pull from this side. And when there's no water here, it'll pull from this. So I'm going to unpause it. And that should not. It should stop like that. Good. So while there's water in this pipe, it'll be taking from the decel and the wastewater before it pumps out of the ground. And then this one doesn't really even need to be here, right? Cool. That's a whole lot of water saving initiatives based solely on, we're processing sour water into water and dirt. We're processing all sorts of jazz just so we can keep things efficient. I don't have a problem with water anymore. Oop, do I need to keep this going for more people? We've got 16 workers available. I don't want to have too many people. I'm going to pause that again. And I'm going to wrap up because I'm looking at the time and going, ooh. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. This seems to be working well. Power's not an issue. We've got 2 farms pushing out 90 food every couple of months. The food is automatically belted out. It's belted all the way down to here. And it's saying we've got 18 months, but that's probably because we only have the one food market. If I put a second food market in, we will probably always have a lot more than that. I mean, we could split it off into a second food market if we really wanted. Let's see. Food market, can I squeeze one in there? I can. So if I do that and then run, here I was wrapping up. Unbuilt. Like that. Let's see what it does. Got 18 months. Food's pumping in. 19. I think this will hopefully go to 36 months, depending on how much food's on that belt. And then as they're harvesting, food will come out. Awesome. We're going to go. Look at it go. And again, I don't need to put 2 of these. It's probably fine to just have the one because it's doing the same thing, right? The output's still going to be the same. It's still going to use the same amount of production. So I could just really do that and then just have the one. We can just make corn. Cool. Right. Again, wrapping up. Thanks everyone for watching. Comments down below. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. Bye now.